Salutations and greetings. You're about to experience Tell You Later. You lucky people.
And don't forget to like and subscribe to their channel.
Do not forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to hit like right now.
Hit it.
We haven't got a title song for this show, so we're singing this thing instead.
Okay.
It's really just a substitute. Nonetheless, the melody may stay in your head.
Oh, I hope so.
'Cause it's a tune.
It's a tune.
You'll love to croon.
You'll love to cruise.
Ah, but there's one thing you should know. We have to confess we do not possess a title song for this show.
Ain't it peculiar?
Believe it or not, we haven't got a title song for this show.
Oops.
There we go. All right.
Nice. That's like light opera on the ukulele.
Well, if you could call Gilbert and Sullivan, do you call that light opera?
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you call it?
I call it Gilbert and Sullivan. They're unto themselves. They're sui generis. Is that the phrase? Mademoiselle Katie?
Sui generis.
Yeah, I guess that's Latin, really.
Quis. Do
yeah.
you know the word quis?
Quis?
Quis.
Yeah, that's like every December, right?
Do you know it? No. Do you know what that
Quismas.
means?
Quis.
Quis.
No, what does that mean?
I forgot, but I'll look it up. Why don't you greet the
You're
people?
sewing something. What is
No,
that?
I'm not sewing. I'm
Okay. I'll greet the people. Hello, my name is Will Ryan. This is Katie Leigh.
I'm Katie Leigh.
Collectively, we're the two of us. And and Katie is making a scrubulator right now.
Scrubulator.
Could you show it to
Welcome
the
to
people?
Tell You Later. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah.
Right.
This is the official scrubby of the Tell You Later podcast, but I'm not finished yet.
It's a scrubulator.
It's a scrubulator because nobody is going to do their dishes while they're watching our podcast. They might while they're listening, but I'm sure that when they're actually watching, they're thinking, oh, they're looking at their dishes and
But
they're
you're
saying,
doing that outside of camera. I mean, nobody could see this action here.
well, it's hard to do with
Could you do
your
it-
arms raised in the air.
Okay, but
Hello.
you're
it's
kind
just,
of pretty dexterous at this.
yes.
Yeah, look at that.
Well, you know what they say, Will.
Is there like a poem that goes like hook 1, 2, 3, something or other? Is there a
It goes,
dance instruction?
ta-ra, 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 ta-ra.
Tarantara.
Ta-ra. Whoops. Oh,
Oops, that's
sorry.
right.
I poked
That's
you
okay.
in the head.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to do with your arms raised above your... But if I sat like this... Ta-ra, ta-ra. No,
I'm
there's
getting too
nothing.
entranced in this. And this is the episode where I'm going to talk about one of the great geniuses in the history of showbiz.
And I'm just going to sit here and crochet.
No, you're going to stop doing that in a while because you'll become so entranced by my verbiage.
Yeah, that I
And
will be
here, let me get these out of the way. I
unentranced.
got these over here.
Our book.
We've been signing these.
Yes,
for people,
because-
very nice people who decided to order them and ask for us to sign them.
Because they wanted autographed copies. It is available. Adventures in Oddity, the bonus edition, is available on Amazon, but not autographed by Will nor I. Did I say that right?
I wasn't listening.
What? You're supposed
I'm sure you said it right.
He's always correcting me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I said it's not because we can only autograph these, and then I actually we just did one. Oh, I tucked it away. Oh wait, the crew of one is handing it to me. So this gentleman, Bill, is going to get his autograph copy. It actually comes from our house. If I turn it around, no, because I'm not supposed to show addresses
right.
and stuff. But you can see the barcode.
No, people could.
Don't make me let go.
I want to make sure this is the same bill that I signed it to.
It is.
Yes. Okay, great.
Yeah. So anyway, they actually come from us, not some factory of autograph signing robots.
Well, I forget the name of the machine. Oh, what is that called?
Bubblegum?
No, there's a Panatone. No, a Pana something or other. But Thomas Jefferson used it to sign autographs on things, and I think John F. Kennedy used it.
I used to have a rubber stamp. I'd like another rubber stamp, so I don't have to, endorsing checks and stuff like that, because sometimes I can't even spell my own name right, and it's embarrassing. It's easier for me to just stamp.
It's not unlike Eleanor in that there are various ways to spell Katie and various ways to spell Leigh.
Yeah, and I don't know. I just, unlike you with your very beautiful,
unlike Q or you?
Unlike you with their very beautiful penmanship and artistic sensibilities, I can't read my own handwriting. So no,
really?
I just get busy.
I mean, my scrawl is legible.
Well, yeah.
It depends on how much time you put into it, really.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's just, it would be, well, you know what? I don't have a problem signing Katie Leigh, because I'm kind of good at that now. Believe it or not, after all these years.
Uh-huh.
But when I have to write Catherine Elizabeth Leigh, then it gets ponderous.
Yes, I can understand that.
I do like my name. I like the sound of it. I enjoy hearing it. I just don't enjoy writing it. Which leads us back to, you were going to tell us about some genius.
Not some genius.
Who is it?
It's a great genius.
You left us in suspense
This is a fellow in showbiz who I think is underappreciated and undersung.
I would say that would be you, actually. If somebody asked me, I would say it would be
Well,
Will
thank you very
Ryan,
much.
Because he does, I don't want to say you're undersung, because you sing a lot, but I would say that you're underappreciated.
Well, thank you. We'll move along, but thank you.
Along.
But this fellow was, when football was the thing, he was a football hero. When you gotta be a football hero to get along with a beautiful girl was the name of a song. Oh. And I almost started to sing it. And
I know your rule about not singing more than 3 notes of any song. What is the rule anyway?
There is no legal cutoff, but
you're just a little.
Al Sherman co-wrote that song. He wrote the music for the song, and his sons were Bob Sherman and Dick Sherman, the Sherman brothers.
You love to talk about them.
I do. Yeah.
I never met them, so I just met Bobby Sherman.
Julie.
Yeah,
I know. Yes, right. Yeah. I just saw Bobby Sherman last night.
No, you didn't.
No, on videotape.
Were you watching 7 Brides for 7 Brothers?
He's not in that.
Yeah, he is.
He is?
I believe he is.
You're kidding.
Let me look it up.
Wow.
Continue speaking.
You know who else is in
and
that?
I'll tell you later. Hang on.
Is Julie.
Yes. Prowse? Juliet?
No,
different.
no. But this is with her original name.
I think he was in the TV show 7 Brides for 7 Brothers. But
no, thinking of some Alaskan show or something. Here Come the Brides.
But isn't that based on 7 Brides for 7 Brothers?
I don't think so, because it takes place in Alaska, I think. But
you could be right.
We're talking about teen idol Bobby Sherman, who got a big push on the Shindig show. And last night I was watching a British invasion assemblage of performers.
Julie Newmar.
Julie Newmar does not appear in this.
Yes,
you're right.
She was in 7 Brides for 7 Brothers.
She was not. Julie Newmar was.
No, Newmar.
Well, yes, but she was billed as Julie Newmar, which is her original name. So you won't see her name in the credits. Is that the Julie you
were thinking of?
Yes, thank you.
And did she?
And
work
who can
on
help but
Odyssey?
think of Julie Newmar?
Julie Newmar?
She almost did.
Oh.
Yes. One time I went into the little kitchen area of the waiting room, and
she was there?
I sat down, and there she was.
Whoa.
Julie Newmar.
Okay,
wow.
So he wasn't in the movie.
And so we were talking and stuff, and I said, "Are you here for Odyssey?" She said, "No, something else." I said,
okay. See you later.
What is it? She said, "I can't talk about it." I said, "Oh, but it begins with B, doesn't it?" She said, "Yeah." It was a secret Batman project or project. And
so tell us about your genius friend. Are you talking about one of the Sherman brothers?
I could, but instead I'm talking about somebody else who's not really thought of that much anymore.
Okay.
He was a football star when it was hip to be a football star in high school and in college. Mm-hmm. When Rudy Vallee was the biggest thing in music, he had a very similar hairline, and he was younger than Rudy Vallee, and he had the same kind of curly hair. So he got a megaphone and he formed a band, and he became a Rudy Vallee type performer. And then when Glen Island Casino was going to open, and it turned out to be a big dance spot.
Where's that?
He and his band.
New Jersey?
It's out in New Jersey. Yeah, he and his band opened that place and played there and became nationally famous due to radio. And then
I love radio.
MCA was the big booking agency. Music Corporation of America is what that stands for, by the way. And they booked him and his band around the country.
What makes him a genius?
Well, I'm getting to that.
I was hoping you were getting to something.
He noticed that Rudy Vallee, the girls loved Rudy Vallee, and the guys tended to hate him because he was always crooning to girls and
Not boys?
and not boys. So this fellow thought, I better get a girl singer in the band, and then I could sing the songs to her, and she could sing to the guys, and then they won't dislike me, and he did that, and then he got another girl singer in the band.
And that was the genius thing he did? He got a girl singer?
Not yet, no. And I got this other girl singer in the band, and she was very good. In fact, she left the band and went out to Hollywood, did a film with Fred Astaire, and did some other stuff out here. But he really liked her, so he proposed to her, and they got married. And then they became he and his band became the band for Joe Penner. Remember Joe Penner? You don't. Most people don't. You want to buy a duck? Yuck, 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 yuck.
Oh, want to buy a duck guy?
Yeah. See that in cartoons. That was the original Elmer Fudd voice, and
Was
but
he
it was
really the
it was
original
no, it
Elmer
was somebody
Fudd or
imitating
Elmer-
the famous Joe Penner, who had a national radio show.
Okay, well, Elmer
fact, he had
Fudd was
three-
Mel Blanc.
He had no. This is before Mel Blanc ever did a voice. There were
There was an Elmer
dozens
Fudd,
and dozens of cartoons. Sure.
and it was called Elmer Fudd?
Yeah.
There was an Elmer Fudd.
Elmer Fudd was a stock name for any Rube character.
No kidding.
Like it's a name you find in books and magazine articles and things. If you just want to indicate, like Jedediah Clampett. Jed Clampett was a stock name for a Rube character, and then that name Jed Clampett was used on the Beverly Hillbillies.
Who knew?
Yeah, well, it's a fact.
That's why people need to tune in to Tell You Later, just to learn stuff like
That's right.
this.
See, because
Where else are they going to learn it?
I have bound volumes of the original Life magazine, not the photojournal magazine that started around 1932, but the original Life magazine, which was a humorous magazine, it was a humorous weekly, cartoon weekly, and it started around 1886, somewhere
Does
around
this have
there.
anything to do with the genius?
No,
that you're
but
sharing
but
the
what I will
information
tell you is
about?
that in that first year there would be like a cartoon with a caption underneath, and it was two farmers talking to each other, and one of them was
Elmer
named
Fudd?
Jedediah Clampett, for example. Elmer Fudd, that comes along a little bit later in the 20th century, and it's used in.
Was he a cartoon or just a name?
It was just a funny name for a hick.
By the way, you
And I was partly raised on a farm, so I can say this.
were you really?
Yeah.
What'd you grow?
What did I? Well, we grew corn and apples and peaches and
Really?
a lot of berries and things
Wow.
and asparagus a little bit.
Asparagus?
Yeah. My grandmother took care of that. I didn't.
Okay.
I liked hiding out in the asparagus
So did you live with your grandparents?
all summer and often on weekends. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
No
yeah.
kidding.
Mm-hmm.
But your parents weren't farmers, were they?
No. My
That's what
grandfather
I
was.
thought.
Yeah. But
Well, your grandparents were parents and farmers, but your parents were parents and not farmers. Mm-hmm. What did they did other stuff. Okay, but you're going to tell us about a genius.
I was, yes. Where were we? Oh, yeah. So
Because you have pretty funny names for characters. If anybody gets
I
our
guess
book,
I do.
you will see his hilarious
but they're generally not
Here's-
stock names.
Humidor Ferguson Jr. We talked about him
Flurg
once.
in
Flurg
quotes. Yeah.
because that's his nickname.
Yeah, right. But anyway, so they were on the Joe Penner show, And then they went on another series, another
two
network
singers,
series.
the man and the woman.
The orchestra, the band leader and his lead singer.
And is the band leader the genius?
This is when radio was, before television, was really big. And then there was the Red Skelton show on radio. And a lot of the Warner Brothers, running gags and even characters are copied from the Red Skelton show because it was very popular.
This is good history.
Like Tweety Pie,
Even though we don't know.
A lot of the stuff that he says is lifted off of Red Skelton.
Really?
And then, whoa, when I say whoa there, son, not son.
Foghorn Leghorn.
No, this is what turned into Yosemite Sam.
Oh, but it sounds like Foghorn Leghorn
it does.
too,
It's
right?
the same thing.
Same
yeah.
character.
Same voice. And that was San Fernando Red on the Red Skelton show because he was always saying that to his horse.
Really?
So the first time you see the character that was called, became Yosemite Sam, he's doing the same bit. He's doing all these same bits that you would hear every week on the radio or every other week.
Look, well, by the time you get to
now,
the story,
now
I've finished my scrubby here. I'm going to go around the edges now.
Okay. Well, look, let me concentrate on this story.
Am I
stopping
you?
Now they're on the Red Skelton show.
Yes.
And as the band leader,
the singer people.
Yes, and as the band leader, he continues to have interaction, byplay with the star of the show, Red, and his girl singer, as they were called, would do that too. And in fact, she played the mother of the mean widow kid. I fall down and go boom. All of that stuff that Tweety would say in the cartoons, Red Skelton was saying on the radio. So then. Red Skelton was drafted. So then they got their own show. And it turned into a hit. And so they had their own show. They had two kids, by the way. So they had actors playing their kids on the show and became kind of a domestic show. And then television was coming along. So they did as a pilot, they did a movie called Here Come These Folks, and not Here Come Whatever. And they did this movie,
I think I know who he's getting at now.
Yeah. You know who was in the movie, apart from this family of four people, Rock Hudson, who gets second billing, and I forget the actress's name, Barbara something or other, gets fourth billing. Unbilled in the posters and things is Hans Conried, another great radio star.
And voice actor too.
Yeah.
Okay, so what makes this person a genius?
Well, then he got the series, got the television series to star
and not
himself.
Many people get their own TV series.
Right, and it stars himself and his wife. And after the first few years, his own sons started actually playing themselves on the radio. Once they were, maybe 9 years old or something. Once the younger son could read, so now the whole family's employed, and now it's a TV show and a radio show. They were doing a TV show and radio show.
So the genius is that he got his whole family employed?
Well, no. He directed every episode of the television show.
Wow.
Every episode. And the series went on for 14 years.
At the same time.
And, on the set.
Wow.
And
14 years, you said?
Yes. And he was the head writer. And
was he the producer?
Sure.
And director?
Yeah.
And star?
Yeah.
And head writer?
And it's copyright.
And real father?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. And he got his younger brother to be a writer on the series for most of the run. His younger brother co-wrote 450 episodes or something. And I used to see him around Disney's, by the way.
Oh, no
he was,
kidding.
he was, I think, a horn player. But just,
when
for
he wasn't
afternoon jams.
Working on his brother's
Frank
show.
Thomas would play piano and people would play, But yes. Well, no, at that point the series was over. But that was Ozzie Nelson. And the copyright on the
Wait, just in case you fell asleep and we're waiting for him to get to the point, the person you're talking about who's a genius, let's just billboard this, was
Ozzie Nelson.
Ozzie Nelson.
Yeah, who, by the way, studied law at Rutgers and
wow.
graduated with his law degree.
And is Ozzie a nickname for something else?
Oswald.
Oh.
Yeah. And what a talented guy. In the first many years of the show,
Did you ever meet him?
I never met him. I met Rick, and I was employed by David he used to have
really?
a company called Casablanca
He's
Productions
talking
or
about
something.
Ricky and David Nelson, who were the children of Ozzie and
Yeah.
Harriet. And Ozzie
right.
and Harriet was the name of the show, which I don't think you mentioned.
It was called The Adventures of Ozzie and Harriet.
The Adventures.
And it
But did
lasted-
they ever leave the house?
Oh, many times. Oh, sure, of course.
Did they go on location?
Yeah. Oh, many times.
Really?
And yeah.
I don't remember that.
But it was a great show. You know, one year, Hal Smith told me that, he said, I said, do you ever work with Ozzie Nelson? And he said, yeah. He said, I really like Ozzie. He said, one year he said, Hal, I'm going to write you into every episode next season. And sure enough, he did. And he said, I was on every episode the next season playing different characters.
No kidding.
Yeah.
And they let people on camera play different characters?
Sure, why not?
Well, because you could tell it was the same actor.
I know, but, well, you know, week after week, you know, they say, oh, there's that guy again, that guy.
Yeah, that's true. It's kind of fun, like when we're watching the old westerns. So you wanted to share about Ozzie Nelson
Ozzie Nelson.
because did you
his
want to
his
be
sense
him
of humor
when you
is
grew
so
up?
great. I didn't realize how great he was. You know, and I'm looking
You
at
know,
all
can
these
I tell you
episodes from
something
1953
honestly?
now.
You kind of have his mannerisms. The way you kind of lean in and the way you emphasize your words. And I encourage all of you out there to go dig up The Adventures of Ozzie and Harriet or Ozzie Nelson and watch how he kind of hesitates a little bit when he talks.
Really?
And yeah, I
Really?
think you're
You know,
kind of doing an Ozzie Nelson
When I
thing.
was in high school, I said, I've got 2 impersonations. Want to hear them? Want to hear them?
Oh, you're asking me?
Yeah. Want to
Okay,
hear them?
yes.
Okay. I'm going to do Fred McMurray and Ozzie Nelson. Ready? Here we go. Fred McMurray. Boys. Ozzie Nelson. Boys.
Well, that's really good.
And I'd forgotten all about that until this past week when I've been looking at all of these 1953 episodes of Ozzie, The Adventures of Ozzie and Harriet. And Ozzie is so funny. He's really a funny guy.
Because of his time.
His timing, his sense of humor. Yes, his sense of humor. I remember there was a show that everybody was watching called Seinfeld.
Yeah.
And people said, you got to see it. You got to see it. I said, what's so good about it? And they said, it's about nothing. I said, well, Ozzie Nelson already did that. It was always about nothing. What are you talking about? Well, at the end, Ozzie would often say, so you see, Harriet, it was all nothing after all. You know? Or, oh, Ricky found his sweater. It was all nothing after all.
Well, you know,
and
there's
it was.
nothing new under the sun.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Wow.
Nothing new under the sun. Now, I just wanted to finish up because I said that I would tell you later.
I could go on about Ozzie Nelson, but we'll do that at another time.
You're kidding. Remember I was talking about Here Come the Brides?
Oh, yes.
Okay, so I guess there was a movie called Seven Brides for Seven Brothers, which I guess wasn't related to Here Come the Brides.
Right.
However, Bobby Sherman was in Here Come the Brides.
That's what I said.
Yes, and Susan Tolsky
Uh-huh.
was also in it, and Susan Tolsky was in Darkwing Duck with me.
Really?
Yeah, so...
And now you know.
And now you know. And if you want to know more about Susan Tolsky, who used to knit, yes, she was a really good knitter, and she would come to the show knitting. I'll tell you later more about her.
Tell you later.
Tell You Later is a Patreon-driven entertainment show. So what are you waiting for? Come on over. Join us at patreon.com/Tell You Later. Where are you going?
I'm just trying to find that picture, okay? I know it's here somewhere.
You mean that picture from Will Ryan's picture?
Shh! Yes, he's gonna kill me, okay?